Can you make the Chicago Typewriter good? This Tommy gun was added for free for anyone who joins the Payday 2 Steam group, and boasts such great features as a big mag capacity and, well, that's really it. Unfortunately, SMGs are in a bit of a mediocre place in Payday 2, and the Typewriter is no exception. With a slow reload, low damage, and poor ammo efficiency, not to mention a lack of good customizations, also pretty bad stability, and accuracy. Okay, we're gonna have to do some work to make this gun good. Let's check out my skills. In Mastermind, under Sharpshooter, I ace Stable Shot, just to help the Chicago Typewriter's poor stability and accuracy. Moving over to Enforcer and Tank, I grab Ace Resilience. This is a standard skill for any loud build. While I am making a dodge build here, I won't be getting Bullseye for reasons that will make sense in a moment. In Ammo Specialist, I get Basic Scavenger, Ace Bulletstorm and Extra Lead, and get Basic Fully Loaded. I would like to get aced fully loaded, but this build doesn't quite have enough points for it. I'll find myself using ammo bags more as a result. In Technician is where things get interesting. Under Oppressor, I ace Steady Grip, Surefire, Lock and Load, and Body Expertise. I get these skills to try to fix the biggest problems with the Typewriter. The 40% faster reload is fantastic, and now I can aim for center of mass without sacrificing very much damage, negating the poor accuracy of the Tommy gun in most cases. Now in Ghost at Artful Dodger, I ace Duck and Cover, get Basic Parkour and Inner Pockets, ace Shockproof, and get Basic Sneaky Bastard. This is all pretty common dodge stuff, and the taser resistance is just a nice bonus. In Silent Killer, I get Basic Second Wind, ace Optical Illusions, the Professional and Specialized Killing, and then get Basic Low Blow. You guessed it, I'm using silencer skills again. Big surprise, I'm sure. They're just so good at making bad weapons usable. Crits will definitely help as well. And lastly, in Fugitive under Revenant, I spend the minimum amount of points to get aced Swan Song. Once again, big surprise, but if you want to make a good dodge build for high difficulties, this skill is a must. Going from here on out, I'll be using two DLCs, the Gauge Chivalry Pack and the Sokol Character Pack. For those unfamiliar with the dodge meta, these might seem like weird choices, but stay with me. My perk deck will be Grinder. I like to use health regen in most of my builds, and since I couldn't spare points to get first aid kits or hostage taker, Grinder will be my choice. It'll pair pretty well with the Chicago Typewriter too, as I'll be able to keep outputting damage for long periods of time and hopefully keep myself healthy. For my primary weapon, I'll be using the light crossbow with explosive arrows and a concealment boost. This is a very high concealment, high ammo efficiency dodge weapon that works fantastically with crits. And obviously my secondary will be the Chicago Typewriter modded as such. The stubby barrel, the bigger the better suppressor, an accuracy boost, the discreet foregrip, a high concealment sight, and the QD sling stock. There is technically another concealment mod for the Typewriter, but it lowers stability even further and isn't a necessity regardless. This is pretty much as good as we're gonna get with this weapon while still remaining concealed. For melee, bring anything with maximum concealment. If you happen to own the Gauge Ninja Pack, then the Kunai is a good option. Poison damage works pretty well in combination with Grinder. And finally, feel free to bring any throwable you like. So, how does this build work? Well, it's a Grinder crit dodge build. You're probably familiar with it. Deal damage consistently and use cover to keep your health topped off. When cover isn't an option, sprint around and use Lock and Load Basics effect to keep firing without slowing down. After all, your dodge chance is at its highest when you're sprinting. You don't have to go for headshots, as Body Expertise, Surefire, and crits will make body shots more than effective, even against bulldozers. Thanks to the plentiful mag capacity of this Tommy gun, combined with the below average fire rate, you'll be able to fire for a good amount of time before needing to reload. Be sure to get at least 2 kills before reloading to make the process a nice bit quicker. If you're trying to deal with snipers, swap to single fire mode and stand still to get the maximum accuracy bonus this build provides. Swan Song is where this build gets fun, as is the case with Body Expertise builds in general. You can fire into a swarm of cops for 9 solid seconds, and by the time you go down, you'll hopefully have avoided the entire room of all life, yours included. When you see a big group of enemies, particularly shields, swap to your crossbow and shoot it at the ground in the middle of them. They'll all go flying or outright die if you get a crit. This build works on all difficulties up to and including Mayhem. On Death Wish, it sadly starts to topple a bit. It's not unusable, but you'll still struggle to out-heal the damage you're taking. And don't even think about taking this build to 1 down. Honestly, the Chicago Typewriter doesn't offer very much over other SMGs or assault rifles. Its drawbacks completely outweigh the mag size and concealment. Even with all of these skills designed to carry the gun, I wouldn't go as far as to call it good. Still, at the very least, you can make the Chicago Typewriter decent. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.